Welcome and hello, one and all, to SpeedGaming 2. Today's race is for Metroid Prime, the hard weekly settings. We have on our restream today, Jeff Games and Games and Storm. And then our other racers today other racers so far includes Bro Incorporated. With me today, I have Captain MD. Hi, Captain.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Fantastic. It's always a good day for Rando, and yeah, today this is going to be a hard one, folks. We saw last week's weekly alternate settings. It was quite an episode. Lots of fun. Not going to spoil that one for you, but so Frigid Hyperion, tell me, what are you hoping to see for today's seed?
I'm just hoping to have a good show of things. The last time I commentated on a race, it started in the Phazon Mines, and they had to go through the mine security station, and half of the people dropped out from that. That was absolute chaos. One of the restreamers dropped out from that whole thing, and we had to scramble to find someone else again. So that was chaotic.
I can imagine.
And yesterday's CGC race that I was commenting on as well was also very chaotic. I don't know. Hard difficulty just has that, just has those extra difficulty settings that makes everything a lot more up in the air.
Yeah, like you can be expected to do a lot more in the way of like scan dashes, like bomb space jumps, things of that nature.
All the standables and visible platforms.
Admittedly, hard logic's not my strongest suit either, so chat, feel free to correct me anytime. You're going to be doing that probably a lot.
Same here. Let's see, is there anybody else that signed up? Nope, just Storm, Jeff, and Brun Incorporated.
Yeah, we will be getting started in just a hot minute. We're just waiting on some technical difficulties from one runner. But yeah, we are starting with random items, or we're starting in a random location. I'm not sure if we start with random items in hard.
I believe you have 1 to 3 random items you start with, random elevators, and random starting location. So it could literally be anywhere.
The presets there's literally a weekly resources GitHub page with the Prime 1 equipment. I might as well just punch that up,
Yeah, I have that loaded onto my Randovania as well. I might pull that up just for reference. Yes, I have it here. 0 to 3 random starting items. You start with Charge Beam. You're looking for 9 artifacts. Two-way elevators between regions, randomized, dangerous gravity suit logic, random starting location. And your base pool is 96 of 100 possible locations, so there will be some blanks out there.
Wonderful.
And just to call out our trick logic, we have bomb jumps at intermediate, bomb space jump at beginner, clipping through objects at beginner, combat and scan dash, as well as combat in and of itself at advanced, complex bomb jumping at intermediate, gravityless underwater movement at intermediate, beginner heat runs, jumping off enemies at beginner, knowledge and movement intermediate, L jump and R jump advanced, slope jump, and standable terrain advanced.
There you go.
It's always the dangerous gravity suit logic that can screw you up as well. I was doing a bit of a practice run in the hard settings just to get a feel for it, and the gravity suit in that seed was in Overgrown Cavern, and that was really hard to sidestep.
Oh my. Overgrown Cavern. Oh yeah, that's kind of yikes.
You have to hug the wall in Morphball to get past that. That was really scary.
All right, let me just get a notepad out here so I can write down our elevators. Now, unfortunately, one of our runners looks to have had a bad export, so they need a few more minutes. So yeah, again, we apologize for the delay. We will be getting underway soon.
No worries. If you want to handle the elevators, I've got a sticky note ready to write down the artifacts.
Please do.
You got it.
Yeah, last week, what was about last week was last week's elevators were actually, the elevators were nice, but you basically had to take an elevator for each item in a progression chain.
Oof. It's absurd sometimes how wonky these seeds can be, just from forcing you to go back and forth between picking up items.
All right, they're saying I'm a wee bit quiet. Let me see what I can do about that.
I could probably turn down my volume as well.
I mean, technically, I'm a trained production guy, so I should be able to do this.
I turned mine down from 100% to 70%. How does that sound?
Yeah, I'm more looking in the volume controls on the tracker.
Mm-hmm. Sounds better. Thank you, Meepy. And then, as well as that same practice seed I was doing earlier this morning, the artifacts were in the worst possible locations. They were Chapel of the Elders, Arbor Chamber, Research Core, Metroid Quarantine B, Storage Depot A, Phazon Mining Tunnel, Ruined Courtyard, Burn Dome, and Vault. Like, all of the different corners of the whole game.
Chat's saying everything sounds better, so I'm not going to make any adjustments on my end.
Alrighty, sounds good. So, if my practice seeds are anything to go off of, this is going to be... I anticipate this is going to be chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Just a couple more minutes as one of our racers is working on fixing the technical difficulty. Apologies for the delay, but once we get going, and I'm sure it'll be... We'll get going. Chat, let me see what your ideas are. Where do you want people to start in this seed? Where do you want the starting location to be? I see Fishing Boo earlier said Vanilla Phazon suit. That is... Oh, of course, Kvar, you're here to give out the most cursed starting locations with Gravity Chamber.
Ooh, that is pretty cursed. Especially if you don't get, like, Space Jump. I'm fine with the seed logic being trash. Just give us good combat. Because what I don't want happening is trudging through areas on low HP or with very little in the way of DPS.
Well, that was the thing too with that Mind Start seed I talked about earlier, is that they started with what was it all? They started with Charge Beam, of course. They also had Wave and Ice Beam to get through to those rooms, but they didn't have missiles. They had to. And they had no E-tanks either. It was just a trudge through that to get a couple items that was also in Elite Research, and then trudge back out the same way.
Oh dear.
That was one of the most dreadful starts I've ever seen in a hard seed.
I would really like. We had 2 bosses require. Actually, no, we had an all bosses seed last week. Well, logical all bosses. You could have gotten away without one of them, kind of. But I would like to see. I wouldn't mind an early plasma beam, but late bombs. Kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about let the combat be good, but the logic be trash.
Yeah. Although with trash logic, you get to see a lot of unique tricks that you don't normally see otherwise. Okay, KR, you need to stop. Biohazard start? No. That's where I draw the line.
At least at that, you're probably going to be... Well, actually, you might... I don't know about hard logic regarding gravity suit in Frigate, so... That could be spicy.
The only problem with biohazard containments is I don't know if there's a way to get out of the water in that room, or if you just have to push through into hydroaxis tunnel, but even that kind of becomes perilous as well.
You would have to be given wave beam bombs and space jump, basically.
And boost ball.
Or gravity suit.
Ball if you want to go through hydroaxis tunnel.
Yeah, either space jump or gravity suit. But then there's the matter of getting out of lower frigate into the tree.
Stardust elevator start. SJ at vanilla spot with early spider ball and wave beam first.
Ugh.
Thank you, Shine Sparking Mart. And that is KRAR approved. Chat wants it today. They are really looking forward to the chaotic starts.
Oh yeah, chat and Randomizer have it out for our runners every single day of the week. It doesn't matter the game. It doesn't matter the randomizer. Randomizer just has it out for everybody.
All right.
In fact, now it used to only be that certain people were the master seed generators. Like we know Digglerath, she used to be the master seed generator of like 2020 or 2021. Jeff's just playing around and waiting a bit. But
over on the racing .gg page, the timer's already started.
Oh, it'll catch up.
Oh, okay. Okay, there it goes. Well, at least Storms.
Yeah, the race time is usually a minute behind, or a minute ahead, rather. All right, here we go, folks. Sorry to keep you waiting.
All right, and Storm's game has begun, and Jeff is only 5 seconds away from starting his as well. It's a phase-on mine start!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
We get bombs and power bombs and morph ball right away. We started security access A, which means this has to be ice beam.
No, why? Why this again? Why? This is almost the same exact start as last time I commented. Why?
This doesn't... I'm trying to think what you have to do in this scenario, because you get
they have to go into mine security station, because they need wave beam to get out.
Right.
Unless he's trying to get up to the save station for a safety save.
Which you could do, but that would be difficult, NSJ.
It would be.
Also, the turrets do 35 damage. Ouch.
Yep. We love mega turrets here.
Except, do you really need to go to the save station with just the one item pickup here? I feel like this is actually kind of a waste of time.
That's true, yeah. I don't know if that's what you're doing entirely, if there is another trick to be done. They could be...
Oh, yeah.
Well, they could be going up to waste disposal.
Yeah, they might be just bomb jumping or something over to get that instead.
There should be a scan dash if anything, that you could do. Oh, man. What a start.
I'm surprised we're not seeing Ice Beam instead, since that would be one-hit kill.
It wouldn't be one-hit kill unless he charged it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Storm's got the right idea, and Jeff figured it out there too. But yeah, you have to basically bomb jump your way up this cliff.
Yep. Which bomb jumping like that isn't that bad.
No, I do something similar in Echoes all the time for Judgment Pit.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're up to the top here.
There you go.
Using the spider ball's track scannable. Now he's across and into waste disposal.
Storm following suit immediately here. Well done to both runners.
Mm-hmm. They're out on each other's tracks. It'll be interesting to see. There's always some point where racers tend to deviate their thinking and their path and their routing. So I'm interested to see when that split will occur. Sneak past that wave trooper, and then do some standables across the wall here.
Ooh, fancy. All
And
right,
then we have Storage Depot B. What used to be Grapple Beam is the Plasma Beam.
Okay. Doesn't open any doors, but it's nice to have.
This is mine security station. You have power bombs, you have ice beam. All you have to do, except they can't kill the wave troopers in there, so oh, I wonder if wave beam is in security or not, is in Storage Depot A.
That'd be a really awkward spot for wave beam. I mean, as soon as we get in there, that'd be fine, but
You would. Oh my goodness. Jeff is going down the elevator, and I'm interested to see what Storm's logic is. Storm seems to be going back across the wall and going back to mine security station.
all right, well, here's our boombox check.
Missile.
I mean, we could really use those right now, but
Uh-oh, I think Jeff made a mistake. There's not really any good way to get back up the elevator or the spider ball track. Yes, Jeff is resetting his game.
ooh, which means that unfortunately that's gonna rob Jeff of that plasma beam.
Yes, he's going to have to go and redo that jump, get back up into ore processing, and recollect plasma beam.
Plasma beam at least will make this room a little bit more reliable. Like the pirates are just one easy charge shot now.
Yes. Aside from the wave
Whoops.
troopers, who Storm is going to have to sidestep completely. With
Yeah,
that, this is almost exactly the same setup as I did last time I commented on hard.
Yeah,
weeklies.
this start is kind of yikes. But yeah,
But we only have 3 racers this time around, and all of them are pretty competent, so I'm not expecting anyone to drop out this time. Storm going for the save. At this point, that's probably the best bet.
Yeah, this will allow him to save that plasma beam and just to not have to worry about resetting for a while. Unfortunately, Jeff has to go through that whole path again. Ooh, cloaked pirates. All right, this isn't the worst in the world. At least plasma beam can deal with them.
Yep. You just kind of point them in one direction and wait for them to come up to you, and then just shred them from there.
But yeah, going back to Storage Depot A, we're going to get a peek of that here. Okay,
Oh,
uh-oh.
ooh. That is indeed wave beam.
Literally, first 3 items, they're all beams.
What a start. So that's going to open up a lot of the game door-wise.
Yeah, that does let us get out of here too, which I'm fairly certain both runners are going to elect to take immediately, because why would you want to stay in this area for any reason whatsoever?
Well, not only that, but you have to deal with the wave troopers before you're allowed to exit. Ooh. And no E-tanks either to try and sidestep all of those troopers. That is going to be the most difficult thing to pull off.
I feel like this is essentially impossible.
It's not impossible. I have seen it done, but it's just very frustrating and more or less kind of RNG based.
Yeah, again, luckily for Storm, he just safety saved, so knows what has to be done. But has to do this. Unfortunately, these turrets have woken back up too, but at least the plasma beam can make short work of them. Yeah, I think that something that also didn't help is that Storm just lost 50 energy casually to that cloak pirate casually just swiping.
Oh, that was my heart dropped when that happened. That was I knew that was going to be detrimental to that run.
Yeah, because I think every hit does 5, if 4 or 5 damage from the wave troopers.
I thought it did upwards of 10.
It hurts, but it doesn't hurt that much. And Storm is being a little more, thinking a little bit more ahead this time and breaking some of the gates to just be able to roll around and skate around that much more comfortably.
Very good thinking on his front. The only problem is that he still has to get through that long hallway. Oh, no!
But luckily, all the pirates have clumped together this time, so...
Oh, I think he's home free.
Looks like it. Yeah, definitely should break those boxes. Look for an energy drop here.
And wave beam is his. Now he's got charge beam along with that, so he's going to be able to stun the wave troopers as he goes. He just has to be careful not to get all of them in his face.
I'm also surprised Storm is continuing to go through this instead of just busting out of mines.
The only problem is that the doors are currently locked until all enemies are dealt with.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the doors were locked in this instance, but I guess they are.
They are. So he has to deal with these wave troopers, in which, even afterwards, it might not be a bad idea to go say hi to Phazon Elite, if only to see what that item is, and then bail out.
Yeah, just got to make sure you get the AI manipulation, otherwise you're probably going to be in trouble.
Yeah. He doesn't have any missiles to deal with, but I'm sure he'll be just fine. If he gets a good position on Phazon Elite before he notices him, then he can just kind of lead him in circles and shoot the plasma beam.
All right, Jeff Jeff is cutting this a little close here, but seems to have ducked around the wave troopers. Ooh, he's getting drop issues.
Goodness! Come on. There's a red energy. There's a little bit of a breath.
Unfortunately, Storm did not get the AI manipulation, so this fight is gonna stink a little.
A little bit. And without that space jump, those shockwaves become a little difficult. Though he did find that computer terminal to stand up on, so that's a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, I can't tell if Storm's jumping too early or there's just not enough height to get up over. Oh, there is enough height. Oh, somehow still got hit.
He backed up into it, so he was able to jump over it. It might have been too early at first. And there's an E-tank!
Oh, thank God, some defense.
Just a little bit, but that might be just enough to weather whatever might be coming the other racer's way.
Yeah, and after that, Storm's decided he's had enough. He wants to get out.
I don't blame him. Oof.
Oh, it's a good thing this isn't Trilogy.
It's not Trilogy. Storm should be able to break the ice troopers with the missiles. Oh, never mind. I keep forgetting they don't have missiles.
Yeah, Storm never went to Boombox and wouldn't be able to get out anyway, so.
Right, right. I suppose that works just as well. Is Jeff going to go the same way?
Sliding down the hill. Y'all saw that, right? I hope y'all saw that.
That's a gold energy for Jeff. And it looks like he's making his way out of mines immediately.
Yeah, I think both runners have decided they've had enough here. They do not want anything to do with this.
So with that, Jeff is technically ahead.
Yeah, Jeff deciding not to take that extra detour for the Phillips energy tank.
Hello there, Marion. Good to see you in chat. And this is not my fault, whatever you might say. Storm on his way out to the front door of Phazon Mines behind Jeff, who looks like he might be trying to go back up into ore processing, actually.
This is a check to see what is in main quarry.
Oh, I suppose so. He has Wave Beam now. Knowledge is power.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to get this NSJ.
What was with that pirate?
Okay, I'm sorry. Are we playing Metroid Prime or GoldenEye, or have we initiated Geddon? For those not
I didn't
sure
see what that elevator was.
Yeah,
but
good call.
I did not see what that elevator was, but it seemed to have deterred Storm from taking it. Jeff is deciding to do a safety save himself. And he's off to go check that elevator as well, and I'm sure he'll probably walk out the same way Storm did, but we'll see what it is first. Oh, the monitor station. Thank you, Delta Toast.
Oh, so that is okay. So that's a dead elevator because we can't get through that.
Unless, oh, he's just opening it, so he doesn't have to later. Smart.
So yeah, monitor station. That's mid Magmore. So yeah, that's not a usable elevator because there's no way you can't even get through transport tunnel A without some energy. But Storm is also going to go take a safety save here.
It looks like Jeff is going to go down back into the mine security station. And
now, answer me this, logic experts. Is slightly sliding the laser with the morph ball without boost a thing in this setting?
I don't want to say no, but I could be entirely wrong.
Unfortunately, we have to go through all of this again.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? And that's X-ray visor in main quarry as well. That's oof. So it could be that they have to get to the lower elevator of mines to be able to make it out. They would need space jump at the very least.
Yeah, they either need to find the PPC, get to the PPC elevator, or Variasuit has to fall on their lap, or they need a lot of energy tanks.
Meepy, I don't want to see MQA. I don't want to see that. This is already tough as it is, man.
All right, Storm is now going to head towards Boombox. And yeah, with beams, at least proceeding through this won't be so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the question is going to become, how many artifacts do we find before we can actually get to the artifact temple?
All 9.
Nah, the game's not going to be that nice.
Krar with the he wants to see Vari's suit on OP. That would be absolutely mean.
I guess a triple bomb jump is not enough to get you up to boombox, so
Don't believe so. Storm checking his map to see where to go.
yeah, you're probably gonna have to fight this pirate. No way around it, really.
Jeff in Elite Research got the AI manip for Phil. And Storm facing off against a regular Elite Pirate. And Phazon Elite goes down as well.
Do Powerbomb works on the Beam Troopers?
Uh-oh. No, they do not. This is not Trilogy. Or this is not remastered, I should say.
Okay. All right, and Storm is going straight for PPC.
Yes, he is. Without space jump, it could be difficult to get out of this room if he goes lower. And I don't think he can get up to the top of PPC either. He's gonna risk it for that check though. Is that power bomb going to be able to reach?
Sounded like it did. It's
not.
something. Oh, I thought I saw it. Guess not. That definitely hit.
I think so. Yes.
That is
Space jump.
Oh, yeah, get that.
That wow. Good call on Storm's part.
All right, so now we can at least climb out of this room.
Yep, and that is definitely the PPC elevator.
I'm sure Storm would still like to get out of here. Now, what elevators would lock us out of literally everything right now? We only have one, Okay, Storm was dodging bullets there.
I think the only thing that would truly... Oh, I don't know if there's anything that would deter him any further.
Besides Lava Lake, this is Shoreline.
Ben Shorelines.
That's a really good elevator.
Mm-hmm. With space jump and wave beam, he can go into the research labs.
Research labs. You have Chozo Ice Temple with. You have a lot of plasma lock checks, and
Oh,
we're seeing. In the meantime, we're seeing Jeff choose to manually rotate the laser cannon. Ooh, got a good rotation there.
He did. That was really well done.
All right, first item in the ice is a missile, which we're not going to say no to.
We have not seen launcher yet, so those missiles are technically out of logic, but logic doesn't apply to hard settings, so.
not well, conventional logic, certainly. Ooh, Jeff is rotating this thing all the way around for the main elite research item.
Delta Toast, you are correct in saying that the boombox missiles are in logic as well. He did not grab them before. So he... Ooh, that's our first artifact on Ice Ruins West, or East, excuse me.
Now, it should be noted, the boombox missile was scanned. I think Storm peeked it, and it was not launcher either. So we don't have any intel on launcher.
We do not.
Now, it should be also noted, Storm, I don't think, chose to safety save in Shoreline. So this is going to be a little rough if a death takes place here. No idea what that was in the lighthouse, though.
And just a reminder for everybody, we are looking for 9 artifacts with the hard weekly settings. We have now seen 1 out of the 9. Only seen it. We have not been able to collect it, as Storm does not have Spider Ball yet. He is heading for Chozo Ice Temple now. And Jeff is still working on that plasma cannon. So he is getting close to that item spot.
Yeah, this is a blind guess due to not having X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the item in question here is a missile. Unfortunately, this time, Jeff does not have space jump, so he's going to have to scan dash to it.
And Storm just collected another artifact in Chozo Ice Temple.
All right, well, unfortunately, there aren't going to be too many super trash locations now since we're already running all beams, power bombs. We already have, like, a lot of the major items.
Well, we still have Phazon Mining Tunnel.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Storm didn't like the item that was in Chapel of the Elders, so he is retreating. And Jeff is now back in Mine Security Station, making his way back. Probably going to make his way down into the rest of the mines as well.
Yeah, I think the logic right now, given we have not seen a second energy tank, is telling you you have to go to PPC and bust out there and get space jump.
He's probably thinking that right now.
See, Ice Ruins West, probably our next stop for Storm. We're going to see Progression Canyon. There's almost always something in Phendrana Canyon.
I'm keeping track of the artifacts. So far, we found Ice Ruins East, the Spider Ball track. And we have the Chozo Ice Temple that Storm has collected so far. I did not know you could jump over that wall like that.
Well, no, usually we don't see that because usually people peek the item. But it looks like Storm's just going to do that on the way out.
Huh. And probably going to make his way into labs from there. And
Safe
what
bet.
is that item in Fen Canyon? Look, something.
I think it's a
Maybe
missile.
just a missile?
Yeah, it's a missile. Although Storm's got to watch out. He is out of missiles.
Vanilla Spider Ball would mean fighting Thardus, which, as of right now, the only way to get the Thardus is going through labs and then coming out through the back door.
And going all the way around, yeah. All right,
Nice boost off of that Sheegoth there. To find another artifact! That being Truth in Ice Ruins West.
All right, so we've got artifacts in both Ice Ruins. So you're saying that they're all in the Ruin Rooms. So there should be one in Room Fountain. There's probably one in Gallery Tunnel.
All three, Ruined Shrine. Let's see what's in Ruined Courtyard. Another artifact?
Yeah, I was about to say, probably another artifact. Oh.
Nope. Missile launcher!
Awkward.
Little bit. Oh, Jeff is going for the transport tunnel check. Oh, that... I hope he's saved before that.
I would assume so.
And it is an artifact?
Ooh, but it's not going to be able to keep it. Definitely doesn't have enough health to do this. Yeah, you need 2 energy tanks.
What is going on with this seed? That's Transport Tunnel A.
I'm going to assume that Jeff did safety save here. Yeah, that's a
It looks
plasma
like
beam.
he did.
Yep, plasma and wave are still loaded. So yeah, Jeff unfortunately has to go to PPC to bust out here. The good news is that artifact is at a good spot relative to warp to start.
It is. So anybody could come back at any time and collect that.
All right, Research Lab Hydra, we're unfortunately just going to have to ignore for now due to a lack of super missiles.
And we can't even take a peek inside there without X-ray visor. I'm not sure what was intended with the comment of not KR approved, but
So this is interesting. Storm is trying to manipulate the camera here to get a peek at the Hydra item, but I guess it's trying to orbit it one way.
Oh, it
over
looks
the
like
other.
he almost had it.
Interesting. Because, yeah, given super missiles could be pretty buried, you never know.
Well, given Storm's situation right now, he does have a little bit of time to be able to check that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the typical randomizer and general speedrun enemy, the camera, is not cooperating.
Oh, looks like he almost had that. Camera is always difficult in Prime Rando speedruns.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff now in elevator A within mines, making his way down to elite control. Be interested if he decides to go PPC or if he goes
Oh,
down to or if he goes to Central Dynamo and safety warp back.
all right. Storm did get the peak. It was a missile tank.
Missile tank, okay. Now making his way to Observatory. We get
Yeah.
the one of the staple scan dashes of this entire game is the Observatory skip. Normally you need the boost ball to activate the projector, but with combat dashing or scan dashing, you're able to hop across there. And the observatory item's a missile expansion, so he's just going to bypass that. Well done with that first attempt, observatory skip.
Indeed. We're going to see control tower now. With Plasma, this is already in logic anyway, but Storm's going to try and avoid the pirate fight here. Although with Plasma Beam, this fight is thankfully not a pain in the backside if you do accidentally trigger it, but...
Eh. If anything, he probably doesn't have to deal with all those cutscenes now, so... And in Control Tower, we have Ice Spreader. Interesting.
All right, we're not going to say no to that. It's combat.
It is combat. It does help with Metroid Prime.
And we are seeing that ventilation shaft central dynamo play, and we are apparently interested in the vent shaft item.
I did not take a look to see what that was, so Jeff will show us here in a second.
Honestly, given this,
Watch it be Boost Ball.
Honestly, in this seat, a missile or an energy tank could probably be considered valid.
It could.
Hi, Edward. Bye, Edward.
Ooh. Jeff taking a little bit of damage on his way to Dynamo access. Now he's got to deal with this elite pirate after collecting the plasma beam. Boost ball in ether.
Alrighty. Well, now we're talking. That's a wonky spot for boost ball. I'm sure observatory dash is in logic in this difficulty, but even still.
Mm-hmm. Observatory dash, I believe, is intermediate, so I would assume this is in logic easily.
All right, and
Missile tank down there and research core, so he's probably going to sidestep that and just continue on to Far Fen.
All right, and hold on a second. I'm sorry, I'm counting squares. This is only a missile tank, but
it is necessary to collect that for to not soft lock yourself when you come back into this room.
Yeah, I want to say that was a 39 square maze. Wasn't particularly great. This is Great Tree Lower, so that's Frigate.
And he has space jump and he has boost ball. He could take a look at the Great Tree if he wanted to. It looks like he is going to. Jeff save warping back to the top of mines. The only problem with that, now he has to go back down everything he just did again to make his way to PPC.
Yeah, the Ice Pirates at least will be a slightly less pain in the backside due to the advantage of missiles, but Even still.
Even still.
But yeah, with Boost Ball in tow, Storm is going to have access to the Life Grove neighborhood as well.
Mm-hmm. And he's got power bombs, so he can tear everything open in this section of Talon Overworld easily.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a reverse frigate play if Gravity falls on our lap here. Although with
Even
Boost
if it
Ball,
doesn't, you can still go through with Boost Ball.
exactly. Energy Tank, we won't say no to that.
No, definitely not. I imagine he'll go to Life Grove first and tear everything open there, and then he'll go and check the upper elevator to see what that is before deciding on his next play.
Yeah, 3 very easy items here. Well, easy in a relative term when it comes to Life Grove Tunnel.
Mm-hmm. What a jump! Well done, Storm, to get another E-Tank.
Oh, Jeff has just discovered X-ray visor in main quarry, but isn't getting it. At least not yet.
He does not have space jump boots or spider ball to be able to get that.
Right.
Storm, if he wanted to, could save warp back there and collect it. Now to jump out of Life Grove, he almost boosted back into the pit. Collected another power bomb quick. Jeff
Yeah.
now back in elevator A, making his way down.
All right, we are going to see the upper tree elevator here.
K-Rar, I want to... Yeah, that's true. K-Rar pointing out that because Storm can get X-Ray Visor now, OP is within logic. Vario's suit could very well be an Omega Pirate. That is not a fun revelation.
Okay, so this leads to the Reflecting Pool save station, the upper tree elevator. So that is I mean, this is like a virtually full clearable Chozo. Have at thee.
Very much so. It's a good safety save.
And yeah, Jeff just YOLOing it for space jump here. And sees it and is like, fine, have it your way.
Vanillable, Magmore cannot be deleted. There is an artifact in TTA that everybody needs Varia suit for.
All right, this is
Speaking
the
of
Twin
Magmore,
Fires.
yeah.
Right, where's our front Talon elevators? Good grief.
That is true. That E-Tank is now logical, or not E-Tank. That artifact outside or in TTA is now logical with 2 energy tanks. So
Right,
anybody
so
could get that.
There's a cluster of 3 items available here with Elder Chamber, Hall of the Elders, and Crossway.
Good standable manipulation there, being able to get up to that bomb slot. The only problem with coming through Chozo the back way is that all of the Chozo ghosts are going to be spawned after coming into Hall of the Elders.
Yeah, what Storm should not have actually done is pick up the anti-chamber missiles, because that's also part of what triggers that.
Oh.
Is picking up the item in anti-chamber. All right, Baja actually just confirming to us that it's actually 3 energy tanks to get Transport Tunnel A, but we now have those 3 energy tanks.
Yes, Storm does have 3 tanks, so no matter what, that is within logic for him now.
Yeah, nothing I think we have to concern ourselves over just this minute. There's still a lot more information we're looking for, not to mention a lot more of the game to still sweep. I mean, it took us 30 minutes just to get out of the opener.
Yeah.
And we know we need Spider Ball because of that artifact in Ice Runes East.
Jeff just discovered that Ice Ruins East artifact and is on his way to Fen Canyon. I'll be interested to see if he decides to, well, he has to go through labs. We know that. We all know they have to go through labs first. I'll be interested to see if he tries to go and do Thardis first, or if he does the rest of Varfen, or if he takes that elevator the same way that Storm did.
All right, missiles in Crossway. All right, I'm glad chat knows. I'm glad chat's respecting the meme as well, since Storm is going through a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
That's a suit. Can't tell what it is, but I think we want it either way. Honestly.
I think it was Varia's suits.
Yeah, we want that.
Which
yeah,
Varia's suit on Furnace is pretty fitting.
Actually, yeah, it kind of is.
And didn't get a good look at it still. No, that's Phazon suit.
I mean, we need it. I hope it's Phazon, because I thought that last seat and it ended up not being, but yeah, I'm pretty sure
that is Phazon suit. And that was a good bomb into it. Storm with Phazon suit now. And making his way out of Upper Furnace. Oh right. My goodness.
So Various suit in Lower Furnace, yeah?
Nope. Expansion.
I think I burnt all my "I don't call this trash on purpose" logic in the Majora's Mask Rando race yesterday.
I don't know. KR could be correct in assuming that OP has Various suit.
Oh, OP Various suit would be nasty.
Well, I mean, with Phazon suit now, it kind of eliminates the Phazon threat.
It does, and on top of that, having a suit also does give you 10% resistance to DOTs, meaning that you also get 10% more uptime in Magmor.
Was this, I think this is additive suit logic, so I think you get more than 10 with Phazon suit. I think it's 10 with Gravity or Varia, and...
Well, no, it's 10 with one suit, 20 with two suits, and 50 with all three.
Is it? Okay. .39 minutes in, and Storm has a commanding lead so far.
Indeed. Right now, Jeff is still kind of on this get out of Fendrano railroad at the moment. Just has to go grab Boost Ball in Research Lab Aether and find the Chozo elevator at Thardis. Or the Frigate elevator, rather, at Thardis.
Meepy confirming that our weekly settings do have additive suit logic, and confirming that it is 10 for Varia and Grav, and then another 30 for Phazon suit. So yes, up to 50. Up to 50% with all three suits.
Oh, so 30% means, yeah, you get a lot of uptime in Magmor right now.
Indeed. That could be the difference.
Well, nothing of note on Zoid, unfortunately. And unfortunately, no sign of Spider Ball, so if we have something in Fountain, we can't get it early.
Looking back over at Jeff, he has 2 artifacts now, so he got the Chozo Ice Temple and the Ice Ruins West artifacts. In terms of artifacts, they are neck and neck.
Yeah, at this point, we probably have access to Talon from one of these elevators. It's unlikely that both of the workstation elevators, for example, lead to Talon. In fact, I'm fairly certain that's impossible, because then the other 2 Chozo elevators would lock each other. So... So yeah, one of the Chozo elevators has to lead to Magmor, the other has to lead to Talon. Since we've seen both the Mines and Fendrana elevators.
This is correct.
Was also the lava lake elevator, and I didn't think about overgrown cavern. So
Oh, I
I'm
did not
actually.
see what that was. That's an E-tank on Watery Hall.
Ooh, out of bounds.
Storm. Yep.
Out
Storm
of
is going
bounds.
out of bounds to go check the upper dynamo.
All right, I've not seen this play before, so I'm curious.
I've seen it before. I have not been able to do it myself. Out of bounds is not my strong suit. Getting the load trigger.
Yeah, I've done a little bit of out of bounds in my prime career, but not nearly to the extent that is needed for veteran racing.
Mm-hmm.
Except Sky Temple.
That's
Uh,
Wave Buster. And that's an artifact in lower dynamo.
I'm certain Storm's glad to see that there. Yeah,
Storm basically has 3 artifacts now as soon as he collects it.
yeah. I think what Storm has to do is basically bomb jump into the corner here, and then into the angled terrain, and then ceiling warp.
Hmm. We have, yes, Meepy, we do have knowledge of half of the artifacts. We have Ice Ruins East and West. We have Chozo Ice Temple, Transport Tunnel A in Magmar Caverns, and Lower Dynamo.
So Ice Ruins East and Transport Tunnel A are the two we haven't got yet, just due to where they are. So we need Spider Ball. We can get Transport Tunnel A without Varia, but we basically do need Spider Ball.
Missile expansion on the other Watery Hall spot, so Storm is going to leave that where it is. Jeff also checking the Lab Hydra tank to see if there's anything inside. Struggling with the camera as well. As Storm continues his campaign through Chozo Ruins. I imagine he'll probably... No, he's skipping Flogger for now, which I imagine is probably the best option considering Flogger is a time sink, and you probably want Spider Ball to get everything there.
So many backwards missile doors.
Kind of jarring sometimes.
Was
That
that
looks
an
like
energy tank or
that looked like a nothing in ruined fountain.
might have been? Let me take another look. Yep, Metroid. All right, welcome to Main Plaza. Only took us 45 minutes to get here.
Looking to see if he can look inside the tree for an E-tank. That was a clear look there.
Yep.
Up on top of the ledge. That's super missiles.
Well, hey, you want to get that energy tank?
He's got 4. He could do very well with just 4.
Yeah. Given that Variolous Magmor is looking like a very distinct possibility at this stage, I would probably start thinking about diverting for energy tanks. But
He
I
could
would,
he could always go down to Omega Pirate and get that Varia suit.
assuming it's there. Which,
Assuming it's there.
I mean, let's be honest, that would still be great if it is.
We love
All right.
content here. There's our Talon Canyon elevator.
Lovely. We're gonna. That should be artifact hints.
That should be. Crazy content is good content. Jeff making his way to Control Tower now, looking to do cutscene skip, and he pulls it off. Making his way through Talon, through the or what is that? I forgot what that room name is called.
Me too. If it doesn't have an item, I don't remember.
Gonna go check Alcove, which has a missile. And behind the ship, we have another missile. Riveting commentary.
Yeah, at this point, okay, yeah, Storm's just, I think that was an accident. Ooh, didn't quite get the wide scan dash.
Hmm.
Looks like,
Almost got the slope jump, though. Jeff now got the boost ball in lab ether. And Storm continues to attempt that slope jump right in front of the artifact temple hallway.
yeah, Storm's burning a lot of daylight on this. Okay.
And he's got it, though.
All right, so we already have Phazon suit and all of the beams. So, I mean, we could just be seed solved here.
Very
We'll see how
possible.
Storm chooses to respond to this.
Jeff is now going through Far Fen. He is not going to the elevator just yet. That's an E-tank on Artifact Temple. Let's see what we have. He's going to be checking those after he scans all of them.
All right, so we have 4 unknowns at this point.
And here we go.
All right, we have
Transport Access North.
Oh, that's free. That's right past Hive Totem. MQB, we have super missiles already. That's not the worst. Zoid. Oh, so Storm got an artifact
Hive
on
Totem?
Zoid. Stardust. Quarantine Cave. So I guess Storm got another artifact on Zoid and we totally missed it. Oh wait, no. Couldn't have gotten the artifact because... Oh wait, Hive Totem, not Burn Dome, sorry.
Yeah, so that's 2 artifacts right next to each other. That's incredible.
So Hive Totem and... Hive Totem, Transport Access North, Thardis, which we could do with this equipment, no problem, and MQB. So this seed's already been solved.
Yep.
I think. I don't think you need Spider Ball to get through to MQB. I think.
And posting in chat here in just a second is the list of artifacts. Just for everybody's knowledge.
That's what I thought. You could scan dash through MQA.
Mm-hmm.
Shoreline's tower doesn't have an artifact.
Nothing on Frigate Crash Site.
Oh, Icer and Zeus, we still need Spider Ball.
Yes, we do.
That's right, that's right. Yeah, no, seed's not solved yet.
Hinging on Spider Ball, and then it's pretty much go mode.
Yeah, so at this point, Storm is just going to be hunting for Spider Ball, and that's it. There's a couple things we could do with this equipment. We could do Frigate, we could do Biohazard Containment.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's going to go check Overgrown Cavern, which has another missile. Always good to stock up on missiles. We have Super Missile and Ice Spreader. We know where Wave Buster is, but considering its location, that might be thrown to the wayside for this race.
All right. Meanwhile, Jeff not finding much else in this Farfandrana.
Mm-mm. Vanilla Bull calling out that you could do an out-of-bounds boost into the Ice Ruins West artifact, but that would be very difficult. And probably not within the knowledge settings of this race.
So what elevators do we have left? Both of the workstation elevators, Overgrown Cavern. and main plaza. So this other. Actually, wait a minute. No, 2 workstation elevators. We don't know about this transport tunnel B. I'm missing an elevator here somewhere.
Oh, Storm trying to scan dash off or combat dash. Didn't quite make it on that first attempt, but he's going to go check that elevator and the root tunnel for an E-tank and what this elevator is here.
This has to lead to Magmore. There's 3 Magmore elevators still missing. There
Safe
you go,
station.
workstation.
That could lead to the other elevator if you wanted to.
Yeah, the 2 remaining elevators are Lava Lake, Workstation Debris, both in Magmore, Main Plaza, and Overgrown Cavern. So Overgrown Cavern has to lead to Magmore, and Main Plaza has to lead to whatever we didn't get.
Which I think is the other Magmore as well.
Actually, that kind of puts Magmore very isolated this seed from starting.
It does. But considering the only artifact in Magmore is Transport Tunnel A, I think it can be excused. So Magmore, unless Spider Ball is in Magmore, is basically deleted.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Magmore also still has a lot of items, and we now have 6 energy tanks. Storm does at least, although Jeff is trying to wall boost Hydro Access Tunnel here. I don't know if there was anything found.
He's trying to get his way down the other way. He has not seen the item yet. He's going to go check it.
All right, so Storm has meanwhile gone back to Sun Tower. And with Super... No, this is to...
Transport Access North and Hive Totem. He can immediately leave those, get those artifacts and leave Hive Totem.
Yeah, there's a couple more items in the vicinity as well. So there's Gallery. There's the 2 items in Gallery. There's Nursery. So yeah, there's 3 items there. Right now, again, we're only looking for Spider Ball. Everything else we could pretty much ignore.
Mm-hmm. Although I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to get more missiles along the way. That's Gravity Suit in Ruined Gallery.
You know, we would have liked the other one, but okay.
No. We know where that is. That's an Omega Pirate.
I mean, yeah. But that Gravity Suit is nice because that is another 10 boost to damage resistance. So now that's 40% Magmore resistance. So 6 damage per second in Magmore is a pretty big deal now.
Mm-hmm. And with 6 E-tanks, 7 E-tanks even, that 6 damage per second is not that bad.
Yeah, I think with, what is it, 600, 700 energy now, and it's 800 energy actually. So yeah, Storm's time in Magmore would be, it would be just about 2.5 minutes, I think.
And that's not including any energy pickups or E-tanks along the way.
On that note, oh, that's Metroid. Never mind. Okay, there is like everything going wrong in this room.
Hope the game doesn't crash. Oh my god, 2 nothings. 2 nothings in Ruined Shrine.
All right, make it 3 for 3.
Nope, triple nothing? Nope, there's a missile drop.
That would have been funny, though.
Ugh.
Ooh, Storm barely got out of that. All right, anything in Tower of Light? correctly, this is a pretty painless check with all this equipment. Yeah, I would say the story of this seed is that you just had to get through the opener and then the whole world is open to you.
Basically, you had to get down to you had to go through security mine security station to get wave beam, down to PPC to get space jump, and pick up plasma beam in storage depot B along the way.
So we had beams in 2 storage depots, is what you're telling me.
Uh-huh. Or other
yes,
way around. You had to pick up plasma beam first, and then go get wave beam, and then make your way out.
Well, we're probably going to see a varialist Magmor play as soon as Storm is done here, because we know Main Plaza has to lead to somewhere else in Magmor now.
Mm-hmm. In terms of artifact, Storm is done, and I think Choza Ruins is completely full cleared. Aside from Magma Pool and Training Chamber.
Which could be done.
He has enough tanks. With Gravity Suit, he doesn't even need to scan dash. He can just jump through the magma. That might be what he's doing right now, is going to go check Magma Pool and TCA and Training Chamber proper.
Yeah, there's also Plant 2.
That's true. If Flagra doesn't have Spider Ball, then there's no reason to go back into Sun Chamber for ghosts. But no, he's going to Magma Pool first. Beautiful dash on the first attempt! All for a missile expansion. Well done, Storm.
And you could see the suit resistance really kicking in here. Not even 1 energy tank lost from that.
That's a missile and Training Chamber proper, so those 3 didn't yield anything. Almost the same kind of jump there, going back through Magma Pool, but not quite. But still a good showing overall in that case.
Indeed. So yeah, we'll see if Storm wants to take the detour to Plant here.
Looks like he is.
Ooh, this is definitely a gutsy play, considering that your density is definitely in Magmor, and you have the energy to maintain your uptime in there for a while.
Although yesterday's Prime Seed did have Spider Ball on Flagra. We could see that again today.
Oh my.
Jeff is now in Hall of the Elders in Chozo Ruin, so he's dipped his toe in and is probably going to be tearing through everything as well.
Yeah, he's gonna discover the Furnace Phazon suit and the Gravity suit as well.
Mm-hmm. Storm is save warping back to Phazon Mines.
This is, and it looks like walking right out of the security access A. So this is either...
I would imagine he's going to TTA. Maybe? Safety saving.
Optimizing... no, this is to grab X-ray visor.
Oh yes, he can do that now.
Because, yeah, Storm never picked this up. So, he doesn't even know it's X-ray. Not having a good day with these slope jumps.
No. These are tough slope jumps, too. Oh, no, he does know it's X-ray up there.
Oh. Must have peeked it while I wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm. So the question is he going to be going through Magmor first, or is he going to go down into Lower Mines to get MQB and fight Omega?
Oh, you know where Spider Ball could be if it's really, it'd be really funny, assuming Logic's not stopping us? Phazon Mining Tunnel.
The only problem with that is that he would have to perform a really difficult scan dash and MQA. It is possible. I did see it happen and performed yesterday, but it's very difficult to pull off.
Although various suit in PMT would also be pretty funny.
Anything PMT in this case, it would always be funny. Anything OP would be funny as well. Jeff is now climbing Furnace. He took a little bit of a fall, so he has to restart his climb, but he does know that Phazon suit is at the top.
Yeah, doing this without Spider Ball is really rough. We're going to see some spiderless shafts here.
Uh-oh.
Nicely done.
That could be interesting as well, Marion, or Shine Sparkling Mart. Qmon could also have Varia suit right next to Thardas.
Bye, Calvin.
Just got brutalized. That rock wall does not want to cooperate today.
Yeah, usually boosting in the right direction enough times and you could just cruise right on through it like as if you were BLJing practically, but...
Just doesn't want to cooperate this time around, huh?
I think, yeah, Storm, you approach it from slightly to the left. That should work.
There it
There we
goes.
go. Interestingly landed on the middle floor, but not complaining, I'm sure.
At least the lack of wave troopers makes things a little more breathable.
Storm's just going to peek the missile tank here.
That is the question, Marion. We don't know where Spider Ball is. The rest of the seed kind of hinges on Spider Ball. Storm now on his way back into ore processing. He has to do a little bit of climbing in this room to get up there without Spider Ball.
Ooh, Jeff almost got Phazon, but took another fall.
Oh.
Yeah, this is very tough without Spider Ball.
Beautiful climb by Storm in ore processing. No slips there. He is doing very well with the standables, at least.
Yeah, he's been actually quite cruising in the execution department here this afternoon. All right, but it seems like Lower Mines is our next stop.
Just for the folks at home, we so far have differences. Storm has super missiles and X-ray visor now versus Jeff, who's taken more or less the same routing, just a little bit more delayed because of other variables. And Storm also has gravity suits where Jeff does not. Storm sees some missile expansion in vent shaft and decides to ignore it.
Yeah, much better arm this time compared to Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Now having to fight the elite pirate there as well. And Jeff is making his way to Burn Dome to fight Zoid.
Oof. Got hit by debris. Or something. Couldn't scan dash around the drone.
Ah, well. And he's deciding to go ahead and skip drone altogether. Hopefully he does not have to trek through that room again.
Yeah, luckily it is only a missile, but Storm has the tools necessary to just cruise through pretty much the entirety of this area anyway.
He has X-ray visor as well, so he could if he wanted to. No, he's just going to dash right past. That was well done. Now we've come to that section in the room where he has to do a scan dash. He has to get up to where that item is and not collect it first. So,
Oh, grapple beam. All right, but yeah, Storm gets the scan dash after scan dashing off of grapple beam. Sure, that would have been nice, but it's absolutely not essential. Not for these guys.
no. With what we have for artifacts, I don't think grapple beam is at all necessary. Now we have fungal hall access that has a drop of missile. And here we have MQ, or no, this is fungal hall A. These lower rooms trip me up a little bit sometimes. All right, we're about to see what phase on mining tunnel is, so everybody get your bingo cards ready. Beautiful scan dash. And PMT is a missile.
Oh well.
Sorry, Krar. No dumb PMT today. Jeff in Watery Hall checking the underwater item. Now making his way up into Spider Ball was an MQB. Are you kidding me?
It was in
Or
Fungal Hall B, right in front of
Fungal Hall
MQB.
B.
To be fair,
Excuse me.
yeah, I think we could safely just call this seed, as my friend Vidya James in Majora's Mask would say, "Unga bunga." Just go to where you need to go, and you'll get your stuff.
Yes, Storm should be in go mode now.
Yeah, that's definitely go mode.
Now he has to go and visit Ice Ruins East, TTA, MQB, which he's in right now, and Quarantine Cave to get the remaining artifacts.
Except he is absolutely getting bullied by these plasma troopers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is where you stop what you're doing and you deal with them, because otherwise you're bleeding way too much HP.
Yep. I'm surprised that they don't die immediately to this phase on. Maybe they just don't expect them to be down there and didn't have anything programmed for them. I don't know.
I don't know.
I unga, therefore I bunga. Thank you, Marker. And Storm's now save warping back up to the top of mines. I'm probably going to go out the front door here.
I mean, yeah, technically after Super Missiles in Main Plaza, that was when you were expected, I guess, to just turn around for Spider Ball, and then, yeah, that's just literally seed solved.
Jeff just collected the lower dynamo artifact, so we have that in tow. Now with plenty of E-tanks and 40% damage block, going through Magmore is going to be a little bit of a breeze. Not too easy, but a little more comfortable at least.
Yeah, also it should be noted that because Spider Ball was QA, that scan dash was required.
Yep. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, chat
Storm has that. I'm going to wait to mark him as having collected that until he's in a safe location. He's going back to save, though, so I'm going to mark him.
Well, I think Storm's just trying to figure out where those double check where those last two artifacts were, because one was in. Yeah. He's just double checking his elevators.
Yep. In Ice Ruins East.
Ice Ruins East.
And Quarantine Cave.
Yeah, so they're both in Fendrana. So Storm just needs to find out what the fastest way to. And the
Which he
fastest way to
knows.
Fendrana apparently is
He,
PPC.
he knows. Yeah, he knows for sure that elevator. Otherwise, the other elevator would take him to Chozo Ruin. So PPC is definitely the faster route. You're
Yeah,
correct.
and the Thardus elevator is at lower grade tree. And upper grade tree is in reflecting pool. So yeah, there's no easy way to Fendrana without going through a couple of detours.
Another beautiful scan dash over to waste disposal. Since, he decided to go without grapple beam, which technically he couldn't take grapple beam. He could now if he wanted to, but
Oof, Jeff is going to be taking a KO here to
the magma pool.
magma pool. Yeah,
Oh,
I think this is actually Jeff's second try at that, so I believe there was a recent safety save, but Jeff doesn't have the abundance of energy tanks yet provided by this seed.
no. He doesn't have gravity suit either, so he can't just take a dip into the lava and jump back out.
Now, and Gravity Suit was in a relatively nice spot, if I remember.
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head where that was.
I mean, everything is relatively nice when you start in mines and have to go through mine security twice in a row.
Mm-hmm. Storm just ripping through mid-level mines, hitting PPC now. He's about ready to jump up to that elevator and get out of there. Forming that climb extremely well.
Okay. Gravity Suit was in Ruin Gallery.
Oh,
so,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that is a very nice spot. Out of the way compared to where we had to go to get there, but otherwise nice.
Yeah. Got the E-Tank at Watery Hall. And we'll see what his next move is. If he wants to try Magma Pool again, or if he's going to go check the rest of Chozo Ruins. Storm's now back in Fendrana. He's on his way to Ice Ruins East to get that truth. I think it was truth. Got the standable.
Almost got knocked off.
Artifact of Chozo.
All right, and with super missiles in tow as well, getting to Thardus is a breeze from here. Because otherwise, this would be one heck of a detour.
Mm-hmm. Now back in Ruined Courtyard, Storm just has to jump back up into the center pillar and then open up that cover and energize the door, and he's about ready to face the rock monster that is Stardust.
And with this equipment, this should be a pretty painless fight.
Absolutely. Power bombs and plasma beam. The only thing that he does not have is thermal visor. Neither of them have found thermal visor at all, so they may not have that for Metroid Prime.
I don't think at this point it's getting found anyway.
No. Looks like we're having a little bit of a bot difficulty in our chat here. They're trying to bring up !R, but nothing is being pulled up.
Oh dear. Also, obligatory Garagnak joke.
I don't get that joke, so like,
It's basically that's the space movie called Galaxy Quest, and the aliens chant Garignac, and it means rock in their language.
oh, got it. Already through a third of Thardis' health now. A little late on the Morphball bomb, I think. Nope, it looks like that opened it up just fine. Jeff
And yes,
now on Ruined Shrine, making his way out. He now
Storm.
has a comfortable 6 E-tanks, so we'll see where he decides to go next.
Storm, meanwhile, is absolutely blitzing through this Thardis.
Jeff is backing out of the workstation debris elevator. That was for main plaza, so we can mark that off. OP has not been done, KRAR. Storm got as far as MQB, has gotten Spider Ball and that artifact up to that point, and decided to back away as he didn't need to go any further. Stardust is taken care of, and there's that last artifact. Storm can now be on his way to go fight Meta Ridley and take on Impact Crater.
And the fastest way to do that is actually to go through Thardis and then backtrack through Frigate, it looks like. Because where does Upper Tree take you? Back to Reflecting Pool. And then the Talon Canyon elevator is at Yeah,
It's going to have to go through Frigate.
Yeah, go backwards through Frigate. Imagining that, reverse Frigate as a hallway.
And Delta Toast has confirmed that Lava Lake and Overgrown Cavern are the last two, is the last connection.
Indeed.
For elevators.
Which didn't even get used. Yeah,
Nope.
Magmore was deleted this seed. Was saved for Transport Tunnel A, and that was only a minor detour.
Mm-hmm. Jeff now has Gravity Suit, so if he wanted to go through Magma Pool, he could. He's now about to grab the two artifacts right off of and behind Hive Totem.
Storm just detouring for Hydro Access Tunnel anyway. It's another energy tank.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind another underwater area like this in Prime 4.
They may very well could pull it off. I'm looking forward to when that game comes out.
Yeah, I'm thinking Switch 2 launch title.
Very possible. They have yet to actually debut that console, though.
Yeah, I'm just thinking more along the lines of why release Prime 4 on a console that has reached the end of its, although good, very long life.
Mm-hmm. They could just be putting the finishing touches on that console as well, getting it ready to debut at the Game Awards, where it would be a great place to debut that, honestly.
Oh yeah, that is coming up, isn't it? That's Thermal Visor.
Just a couple weeks here. Thermal Visor and Biohazard Containment.
I mean, sure, we're passing through. Might as well.
Might as well. So that becomes just about everything he needs to wipe out Prime, both in Exo and in Essence.
Yeah, this fight should be an absolute joke to Storm with this equipment.
Looks like just another drop of missile in the elevator there. Jeff is about to open up Artifact Temple for the first time to scan the rest of his artifacts.
Yeah, and he's going to get the very painful news that Thardis is required.
Yes. He still needs Quarantine Cave, MQB, Transport Tunnel A, which he knows, and Ice Ruins East, which he also knows. I'm sure MQB will be just as painful, especially without Spider Ball, which we know is in Fungal Hall B.
Yeah, at least it's right in front of MQB. Could be a lot worse. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I would say Storm is in a great position to take this race.
He
It,
is.
it would take a pretty catastrophic hiccup on final bosses.
If, as well as he does everything well, he is looking to finish sub 2 hours.
Oh, it's gonna be more like almost sub 140 even.
It'll just depend on RNG, and as long as he doesn't have any kind of slip up. Storm just about to landing site. I would imagine he'll stop there for a quick safety save and to get all of his health and missiles back. And power bombs.
Yeah, Storm is out of power bombs, so I would wager that he would like to take this refill.
Anyone would right before the Meta Ridley fight. Oh yes, they're both in landing site too, so high five for both of them. I think it's the only high five after Phazon mines.
Pretty much, yeah. Otherwise, they've been kind of holding hands through that opener.
Mm-hmm. And everybody kind of has to hold hands to that opener.
Pretty much.
Storm with an impressive commanding showing on today's race. And here comes the Meta Ridley fight, everybody.
Anyways, as I said last week, angry dragon noises.
Angry dragon noises for everybody. And we don't have Wave Buster here, so that combo is not going to be in play. Not that there's a lot of missiles to be using it, but that is fun to use when you have those, the high number of missiles. Boost Ball Storm does have, so we'll be seeing a big chunk of his health bar disappear. Oh wait!
I hope.
Oh, he just hit it as he went over the edge. There we go, and we got the cutscene there. Ooh, that's an awkward totem spot. Not hit in the mouth there, but his chest glitched out. He wasn't able to capitalize on it.
Well, I think it's more like he got the invincible heart bug.
Right.
All right. Well, Jeff is going through Magmore. Does find an energy tank in Lava Lake, so that is going to prolong his stay a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. And he's back out.
Anywho, dead dragon noises.
Storm now into Impact's crater. He's just gonna... Is he gonna save quick and then continue on? Nope. He's just gonna charge right through.
I don't think he has any reason to save. He's got relatively high energy, most missiles, plenty of power bombs, 9 energy tanks. Yeah, he's fine.
Now beginning the ascent in Phazon Core. Doing very well. And up to that last little cluster of platforms already, he's going to be running across the final walkway and into Crater Tunnel B. Alrighty, folks, here we go. The final 2 boss fights. Metroid Prime, Exo, and Essence. We have super missiles and a spreader here, so this could go very well for Storm. We'll see how he decides to time those charge combos against Prime. Meanwhile, Jeff in the Transport Tunnel A in Magmore Caverns trying to get at that artifact.
Yeah, luckily still also has the 40% suit damage reduction, so we'll be able to prolong his stay a little further that way.
And there's that artifact. Ooh, beautiful ice spreader shot. And then the remaining artifacts for Jeff is Quarantine Cave, MQB, and Ice Ruins East, which he'll be making his way towards the last one after he gets MQB.
I'm fairly certain, based on that super missile tail that I just saw, the missile bounced off of Metroid Prime in 2 different places.
Ah, I see something new every day. Ooh, Ice Spreader would be great right here. Solid hit.
Yeah, and still plenty of misses on Storm's side here. Although can't be too liberal with these.
I disagree. Because if the game registers he's low enough, Prime will just send out those little probes.
Is that actually tied to remaining ammo?
I've seen it either be because of remaining ammo or low HP.
Interesting.
If he's not being forced to do CQB. Jeff going through the motions of the last few parts of this seed now. He's making his way back in down into lower mines to get that MQB artifact. Also looking for Spider Ball while he does so, but we all know where Spider Ball is, so he'll be seeing that shortly.
Yeah, luckily Jeff will be on the path, but unfortunately it will be too little too late.
And it will be a tough scan dash to get through MQA. Beautiful ice spreader shot.
And then gets plasma afterwards.
He's going to change faces again real quick. Back into plasma?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this has been a very cooperative EXO for Storm here.
We'll see how cooperative Essence is. He might want to try striking back after this just demolishing.
Yeah, pretty much no issues on that front. Let's see how this plays out. I hope. There it goes.
There it goes. And we're just passing 1 minute, 29 minutes, and 34 seconds now.
All right, Essence in a great position right now.
Yep. He should be dropping that pool any second here, and then Storm can charge in and capitalize. Keeping him in place away from that Exo Corpse.
Going straight for the extra damage with the pool canceling.
And doing a good job at also timing it with his animation skip as well. Oh no.
Oh, I am surprised that resulted in a pool skip.
I am surprised as well. Oh, close enough to the corpse though, I suppose. Jeff now in MQA. He'll be coming up on that scan dash very shortly here. All right, we got the next phase on pool ready. Storm taking full advantage of that, of the manipulation for the phase on beam. And there's the pool, the next pool to be created.
I think that other Hunter yeah, I was about to say the other Hunter Metroid
Coming
is
up
still
on
on
time
the
for
field.
Storm. Ooh, it's gonna be close.
I feel like there should be enough damage left in this pool to take it.
There it is!
There it
Time
is.
for Storm! At 1 hour, 31 minutes, 42 seconds.
GG's for Storm. We will absolutely see if he wants to join us in the booth for an interview.
And Storm confirming now on the Racetime GG page, Storm has finished first in today's race. That was amazing!
It was fantastic race. Not too bad. I wouldn't say it was too terrible of a seed. Really, the main struggle was in the opener and then the Spider Ball Casino. Other than that, I would say this seed was fairly, I think straightforward is the best way to describe it. Hard, but straightforward.
No!
You were saying?
Oh, he did it though! Jeff grabbed Grapple Beam instead of leaving it as a scan point, but he was able to find another scan point and get across that gap.
Yes, very good improvisation.
Now making his way down to the lower stretch of the mines, he is looking for the Fungal Hall B Spider Ball and the MQB artifact, and then he will be out of there. The question will be if he wants to warp back to the top, or if he wants to go through OP to get to Phendrana Drifts faster. In which case, we will see what that Omega Pirate has in store. And now in the booth, we welcome our champion today, Storm. Congratulations on a fantastic showing.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't expect it to go that well, especially with that start.
Yeah, that start was incredibly rough. We did see some conversation in the race room. Is like a petition to maybe upgrade this to expert.
Yes.
Yeah.
That mine security station is incredibly difficult for that early in the game.
Yeah, I did die to it once, which is why I took the save before.
Yeah.
Somehow managed the second time, so can't complain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Jeff has just retrieved Spider Balls, so yeah, it turns out the seed was kind of the way one of my friends in Majora's Mask Randomizer says it is Unga Bunga, where it's literally just go through your opener, start heading toward your artifacts, fall onto Spider Ball, and that seed's solved. So I wouldn't say this seed was overly complex today, just hard at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Also Thardus, but
Yeah.
Thardus was easy. Thardus was, by that point, Thardus is easy.
Thardus was butter.
We're gonna see in your credits real quick. We have some questions about where that Various suit was hiding.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because you started with some nice stuff. You started with Morph Ball bombs and Power Bombs.
Yeah, it was morphle bombs and ball bombs.
Various suit was in Workstation, so it actually wasn't in a heated room.
It wasn't. Wow.
And Workstation could have been reached through Main Plaza or where's the other one? Transport Tunnel B.
And
Take your pick.
Flamethrower
that's
was on
better,
Upper
cool.
Ether. Marion,
like-
just to reiterate, Magmore Workstation is not a superheated room, so it is safe to traverse and collect that Varius.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to ask? I don't remember. With an in-game time of 1 hour and 22 minutes, not very far away from the actual time at all.
Yeah. Again, especially with By the time you did get to Chozo, you had already. It also was kind of nice that the game just gave you the one upside to this mine start is that you do basically get all your beams right away. Otherwise, you basically can't go anywhere.
And OP
Yep.
was a power bomb expansion we just saw.
It had to be Ice Beam at the start, and then when I found a Plasma Beam in Storage B, I think it is, then I immediately thought, oh, they can't seriously mean for you to do that, right? And yeah, they did. Nice logic.
Yep,
But then that opened up the game massively right away, basically.
indeed.
So I just searched the elevators to get my way to Talon, check the artifacts. And yeah, then after that I was Unga Bunga, I'm gonna just check all the artifacts and hope the spider's on the way, and it was. So
It
I lucked
was.
out.
That was a beautiful scan dash in MQA as well.
Oh, I got it first, so I was happy with that. Just almost
Yeah.
go this way.
A lot of standables and invisible platform executions were done very well in your race today as well.
Definitely happy about that, because my execution is not always this clean.
And your routing and just overall progression of logic. Like everything you kind of deciphered all of the RNG very well in today's race. Almost everything was optimal for your routing.
Yeah, there was one choice where I did wonder when I was in mines whether I would go towards Central Dynamo and check what's there or go straight to PPC. I ended up going to PPC, and I didn't even know if you could blow the wall from above because I didn't want to drop down because I didn't have a space
No.
jump yet. So
Absolutely.
I tried. First time didn't work, and second time it actually worked, and then I saw the space jump there. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab that, and I'm getting out of here. Which
Understandable.
did work very well.
Yeah, there weren't the seed. I wouldn't say threw too many curveballs either. Like from a logic perspective, it wasn't like last week where you basically had to go down an elevator to get every bit of progression for the first 7 spheres. So certainly nothing like that this time. Artifacts in general. I mean, the only artifact that you kind of had to double back for was the one in Ice Ruins East for the most part.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of just fell on your lap.
Pretty much. It basically was like one main route from mines to Talon, and you do it twice, and in those 2 passes you can get everything.
Pretty much.
I was mostly scared about where Spider would be, because I started having a lot of E-tanks, and I started thinking maybe they intend a Hell Run, but that didn't happen. That would have been the main difficulty, would be Spider, like in Magma or something.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking the same thing, frankly, just because of the obscene amount of energy tanks. Because Transport Tunnel A, the artifact expects you, the item is, you're only expected to have 3 energy tanks at minimum.
Yeah, that's what I expected for that.
And granted, you could have also gone Varia and Workstation, but that is not, it's not the worst place to get it, given the elevators, but even still. All right, can you folks excuse me for a few minutes? I have a nagging dog that wants me to feed her.
Absolutely understandable. So, during your run, Storm, a little bit of an interesting question. What would have been your worst case scenario for some of these items?
Worst case scenario would probably be something like if Space Jump had been like in Central Dynamo, that would have sucked.
Yeah,
I would have had to backtrack there and go further into mines, which is dangerous when you only have like 1 E-tank.
yeah, definitely.
And I didn't have my missiles yet at all either. At least at Plasma for fights. And
Yeah,
probably the
Ruined
other worst case
Courtyard.
scenario would be like Spider and Magma, yeah. Pretty much.
Ruined Courtyard for missile launcher is kind of wild.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but when I saw it, I felt comfortable about my routing. Cause I was like, okay, that's where logical missiles are. I'm probably on the correct path. Let's continue.
Mm-hmm. I just can't say it enough. Just well done on today's race.
Even going through the frigate at the end, like the ID came at the last moment, because for a moment I forgot that the elevator behind TARDIS actually went to the Great Tree Hole. I thought it went to Chozo Ruins immediately. And then I realized it went there. I was like, oh, might as well go through the frigate in reverse, might be faster. And then I found the thermal in there. So that was a nice little bonus for Essence.
Yeah. It might be now that Jeff is about to do the same thing here. He's probably going to go through backwards frigate as well and collect thermal visor and biohazard, as he's right next to that elevator after he completes Stardust here. That Metroid Prime fight, the Exo fight, he just shredded through him.
Yeah, that might honestly have been my fastest exo fight either. Essence was pretty clean except for the puddle skip. That was a shame. But...
Yeah, that pool skip he was pretty close. We were kind of surprised that pool skip actually happened. We thought you were a good distance away from his corpse.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about it. I was like kind of 50-50, is it gonna skip or not? But I wouldn't, like, even if I let it move around, it could have gone even closer to the exo body, so I just went for it. Sadly, it did skip. I got also rather lucky on Relay. Well, I did snipe one of the lunges, but went invincible. And he only did another one after that, so...
I was surprised that you went for the dash right away in Magma Pool. Despite the fact that he had gravity, so you could just easily dip into the magma and jump back out.
Yeah, usually what I do is I will attempt the dash. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, then I will just do the Thunderbolt with Grav.
And
that's part of the reason why I didn't do it on the first pass, because I didn't want to like risk losing time or even possibly dying, because I don't have Varia as well, so double whammy with the lava and hit damage. But when I came back and I did have Grav, then I was like, might as well take a look there.
Yeah, but doing that magma pool jump on the first try definitely earned you some swag points there.
I had to practice that one a lot.
It's one of the toughest scan dashes to pull off, just because of the sheer distance.
Yeah, you really need to get the initial dash like, just about perfect, and then after that get the bending also pretty much on point.
Jeff now tearing his way through underwater frigates. He is in the ruined elevator room now.
Yeah, still using frigate as a hallway, not something you want to be doing, but hey, at least hopefully we'll fall into thermal visor.
Using frigate as a hallway is honestly a lot better choice than trying to map out your elevators and go through a bunch of loading screens. Unless those elevators are really close together, but in this case it's not.
No, the elevators were very isolated this seed. Oh, it looks like Jeff is going to skip thermal.
I thought he looked at thermal before, but I could have been wrong on that. Well, that looks like a very tight place to jump up through. No, he's just skipping it all together. Okay. He doesn't need that thermal visor. He knows exactly where core is going to be.
I think practically collided with every single spankweed on the way down. Unfortunately.
And then we have the doors not wanting to cooperate either. We have nasty gel zaps. This was a very wonderful scene to watch unfold. This was the second time now I've seen a start to a phase on mine start similar to this, where they had to go through mine security station. They had to do it differently. They actually had to manipulate it in such a way to where the wave troopers wouldn't spawn for a moment.
Yeah, I think I actually recall a similar seed a few months ago, actually, that I called in hard mode.
Were we commenting the same race, maybe?
No, it was a few months ago. It was like over the summer at best.
I think mine was in the spring, so. But still, that start is one of the roughest I've seen. So it's no surprise that a lot of people want to petition for that to be changed.
At this
Yeah,
point, I don't
Marx's
think.
Mask. I'm surprised that Bro Incorporated hasn't finished either. I'm checking the Race Time GG page.
Could be that Brud decided to do Variolous Magmore instead of Mines, which the result of that would be a significant delay to Spider Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it was going through Lava Lake to Workstation, it would end in Variosuit and be extremely insulting.
Yeah, that is true. Now Jeff is opening the door into Artifact Temple, and here comes Meta Ridley once again, ladies and gentlemen. And once again for Captain Space Dragon sounds.
Indeed. Don't mind me, I'm just running a little bit out of steam here is all.
Perfectly understandable. It's been quite a heated race.
Oh, absolutely.
Quite a heated seed. So far, Jeff with the good RNG for Meta Ridley, as he's not trying to charge at him.
Yeah, one more attack should do it. Yeah, and that
There
should
it
be a
is.
free fight.
And with the super missile swag. Incredible. Charging straight into the Phazon core, not taking that save station at all. He's going to be doing the same climb that Storm did just a few minutes ago. Beautiful climb, well executed.
Yep, absolutely no difficulty there.
Boosting across that walkway to get a little bit of extra time. Or not extra time, but trying to keep that clock down as much as possible. We could still see a sub 2 for Jeff here.
Yeah, certainly a sub 2 after this opener. Definitely welcome to see.
Uh-huh.
I was saying earlier that, I'm fine with the seed logic being trash, but at least give us good combat gear, and we did get good combat gear. We just had to get through Mine's security station first.
You'll love to see it. Good Exo RNG so far. Trying to get a little bit of extra damage on the charge. Didn't quite hit there. And here comes some more, some spores to try and attack Jeff. Good shot on that super missile. Now we have Plasma Beam with Metroid's grapple here. Trying his best to hold him off with Plasma Beam. I think he got the hit there with that charge. Whittling him down as fast as he can. Just slam him with a charged wave. Perfect. Super missile into his face here. Would swap him into Ice Beam. Good Ice Spreader shot should take care of him. Or hit with the super missile. That's good too. And then never mind the those spores, as now we're into phase 4 of Exo, where he's going to be a bit more erratic. Oh, he is angry.
Yeah, at random points, Exo can just go double speed.
And on top of that, charging twice in a row, too. That is not welcome.
Nope.
Here come a couple more spores. Braw Incorporated has now finished in second place with a time of 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 45 seconds. Because we didn't get a save station for like 3 years.
Yeah, had a really late space jump by the looks of it. So yeah, also struggled with the opener. Yep, everybody struggled with the opener.
Yeah. Well done, bruh. And well done for sticking through that rough opener. Jeff just about to finish off Metroid Prime Exo and make his way down into the Essence Chamber. Switching from Wave to Plasma, back to Wave and Power once again.
Yeah, this particular subchamber 4 has not been going well for Jeff. Really has been preferring Wave, rather, so...
Mm-hmm. And of course, double speed and double charge doesn't help either. Now here we go. We're going to see what Essence has in store for Jeff today. Let's see how close Essence wants to stay to the Exo Corpse. And there's the first pool. He's not doing the prolonging of the pool timer, but he is doing very well with the timing for delaying those animations, or offsetting those animations, rather. And there's the next pool spawned already. Switching... Oh, that's right, he does not have thermal visor. He did not get that in biohazard containment, so he has to try and find where Prime is.
Ooh, had it for a second, but it looks like Essence moved, so it's just improvising at this point.
Mm-hmm. He's going to take that standable there and avoid the shock waves. Now Essence is completely visible again. If we can turn to see where he is. Good timing on offsetting the animations again, whittling him down to his next pool. K-Rar Thermal was on biohazard containment behind the super missile shield. Coming up on time for Jeff. Out in time for Jeff.
All
With
right.
a time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 25 seconds, all three racers have a sub 2 hour time. Well done.
And Jeff will not be joining us for an interview.
Okay.
So we are going to be wrapping things up.
Storm, do you have any other comments? Any other things you want to add to today's race?
I don't really think so. Outside of the fight, it was just very tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's stop. I hope I don't see that again.
Well done on today's race. Congratulations on your victory in today's weekly.
Indeed. With that being said, yeah, I think we're going to close it out today, folks. We want to thank Warren Traveler and Alp82 for pressing all the buttons, making sure everybody knows who has what today. Thanks to SpeedGaming and folks for squeezing us in on this Sunday afternoon. And Frigid Hyperion, thank you for letting me join you today in the booth.
Thank you for joining me today. It's been very fun commentating with you.
Thank you, and thank you folks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next mission. Take care.